This playthrough is rated M for mature.
No, the game is afoot, not a word. Into your clothes and come. I'll wait for you in the sitting room. I've just received a note from Inspector Lestrade, a letter from the suburbs. He is in need of my presence. Whenever he has asked for my assistance, it has always turned out to be entirely justified. I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy of...
However, I regret your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story instead of a scientific exercise.
Oh, Holmes, you...
I beg your pardon, I digress. It would be much better to examine this letter than to try to convince you.
Now, greetings and salutations, everyone. Vauldemare back with more crimes and punishment featuring Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson here. In the last episode, we solved the bloody bath murders.
You should take a look.
I want to take a look at that lady across the street. There she is. She's just sitting in there in her fine how do you do days. Whoa, what was that? That was random noise. Hey, Toby. There's a... Wait, did I not check?
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts.
The letter is...
But anyway, so I have to make a small point from the previous...
My analysis table. It is useful
previous
for my
episode.
work.
Well, one, let's read the letter and you shall find...
This is where...
I shall show you, like, what decision I've decided to finally make at the end. We'll read it. Mr. Holmes, today is the very first time that I've been allowed to write a single letter, and you are the first person who I would wish to address. I spent all that I have done, but at the same time I find myself grateful for your uncovering the truth. It has given me an enormous life lesson. I also thank you for my conditional sentence, for soon I may be able to live a fulfilling life once again and not be condemned by society. Yours sincerely, Percival Blinkhorn. There was a couple things I'd forgotten to, like, look up, and... like, out of all the information and notes, like, I kind of, after I decided, like, that I'd probably decided poorly, I decided to re-go over the notes again, and we get the silver knife as part of the souvenirs, as well as the chronicles. Right here, Bloodbath, Blinkhorn. See, I chose the ice knife instead of the silver knife because I forgot two key features. I forgot about the picture where it shows the ice, where it shows the ice cream, which Blinkhorn was in Egypt around the time when he had discovered that, and two, the homemade ice maker, because why would he have brought it down there and all that? Like, why would the guy who got killed, why would he have brought it Bentcliffe? Why would he or not Bentcliffe? Yeah, Bentcliffe. Why would Rodney have brought it down there? Well, no reason. So it was Blinkhorn who had made an ice knife. My silver theory was something just completely different. It may have been Garrow with the knife and just threw it in the fire because he was crazy, but yeah, that's why I believe that's what the correct response was. So take it as you will. Let's get this message on the way. Let's get this case started. All right, let's can't search anything else, so let's read the letter. Examine.
I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter.
Uh-oh. Let's open it up.
A wax seal with the monogram E.B.
Let's open up this effer. What the heck?
The Brackenstall family coat of arms.
Hello. Alright. Abbey, Grange, Marsham, Kent, 3:30 a.m. My dear Mr. Holmes, I should be very glad of your immediate assistance in what promises to be a most remarkable case. It is something quite in your line. Except for releasing the lady, I will see that everything is kept exactly as it had been found, but I beg you not to lose an instant. It is difficult to leave Sir Eustace there. Yours faithfully, Inspector Lestrade. Did someone get killed again? I mean, well, murder is the more interesting stories, I guess, like how they did it.
What is it, Holmes?
Promising, as always. It appears to be a case of murder.
So you believe that Sir Eustace is dead?
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the EB monogram, their coat of arms.
The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes, how can you possibly tell?
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime.
Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
Now waking him up at 3:30 in the morning, Jiminy Christmas. That's just not going to be fun, is it? Alright, evades the murder of Abbey Grange. At the Abbey Grange. Sorry. Alright, let's do this. Let's travel and see. I mean, like I said, I don't mind it. It's just sometimes a lot of mysteries tend to almost just relegate around murder is the only thing. Like, why can't it be something that's missing? Or, you know, I don't know. I'm not a mystery writer.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright.
Where is the body of the deceased?
In the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Inspect the room or Lady Breckenridge. So we're letting Watson take care of the body while we talk to the lady.
Lady Brackenstall awaits you in the morning room.
Wow. Hopefully we'll find this little mystery abundant with suspense and action, and hopefully not too crazy of a puzzle. Okay, there she is. Oh, my poor lady.
Ladies, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
Gosh, she got quite a bit of a shiner from, like, whoever assaulted her. Yeesh. Her eyes bloodshot, too. Ugh. Either the guy assaulted her or she was beaten by her husband before he died, but who knows. Can't blame her yet until we know more. She's pale, so that meant she's either lost blood or seen, obviously seen him with his head running with a poker. Wee. See what else is that. Gold brooch. So she's either Australian or the guy was Australian, or obviously she's a noble lady. Let's see. There's a ring. Well, she was married. Now she isn't. Oh, I'm missing one more, huh? All right. Oh wait, hold on. Old bruises. Ugh. And he must have beaten her while they were married. What an asshole! What an asshole!
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... oh God.
Please, go on.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were three, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
I assume she's the maid.
Did these three villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard. But you can see for yourself in the dining room.
Alright, so they did kill him. Although, running him in with a poker is pretty premeditated, so that's pretty aggressive. So, probably stealing was just a side fact, maybe to distract from the true motive.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk. And he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
That's a lie, that's a lie. He's been bruising you.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control. Again. Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Obviously, you must have loved him at some
Your
point.
ladyship.
It's just he was a dick and drank. And you know, I'm not against drinking or anything, but if you start having aggressive reactions from drinking, perhaps you should reduce your intake of alcohol.
Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened.
I mean, I don't drink, so I guess I can't recall. I can't. What's the word? I can't relate, but you know, moderation, folks. Hello. My home senses are tingling. Well, the game's telling me my home senses are tingling anyway. Hello?
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame.
I will move that then. I want to talk to the. I want to talk to the lady first too, the maid, before I. The Times. Family business booming. The Randall gang is back on the streets. Less than a fortnight ago, this infamous family of burglars, the Randalls as they are known, made their reappearance by way of a brutal and successful intrusion into one of the wealthier homes in Sydenham. Sydenham? The police are already on their trail. However, the details of the crimes are being kept confidential, including that of the name of the victim. A witness was able to provide a precise description of all three men, and this will surely give the police a chance to complete their profiles on this family of delinquents. We would take the liberty of reminding our esteemed readers about this highly dangerous band, and to provide the full description as available at this moment. The gang has been in business for some considerable time, being a family of three, a father and his two sons. The elder Jack Randall is a man in his 40s and already gray-haired, while an average height and build, being the mastermind behind the burglaries, he retains control over his sons, both of whom are close in age but very different in appearance. The first son, William Randall, is tall, broad-shouldered, and has a small, disproportionate head. The younger brother, Melvin Randall, is a somewhat weaker constitution, is as skinny as a rake. The gang is wanted not only for their frequent thefts and break-ins, but for the exceptionally brutal pirate career they enjoyed before returning to England. Be alert and may your valuables stay safe. Man, what is wrong with me today?
The description of the Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article.
Well, then, obviously, mystery solved. We can go tell Lestrade it's the Randall boys. No, I mean, criminals are identified, Randall. So we just got... I mean, this is probably the fastest case ever. Well, there's really no reason to choose one over the other yet, because we don't actually have the clues, but it sounds pretty straightforward. But, you know, we are Sherlock Holmes. We must find everything. Hello, Teresa.
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
I'd hit that. Just kidding. No, sorry. Don't beat me. Anyway. Wrinkles. Usually age or lack of sleep. Well, no, that'd be bag, so age. So she's an older woman. Hold on. What's that? Wait, what? I couldn't tell. Caring. Oh, because of... Okay. Working hands. Obviously she's a maid, so... Hello, dirt. Coffee stain. Had to clean something up recently, apparently.
As I sat
Or she
by
got
my
spilled on.
bedroom window, I saw 3 men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
And then?
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
Ooh. Huh. Well, apparently she's got nothing else for me to talk about. Alright. Let me go ahead and check this painting.
A trapper's hut.
Hello.
This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.
Why not? Even though it's not stolen, it has nothing to do with a crime, but let me ask her to open it. Except it does, but still, like, it doesn't make sense overall, like, before... Except because the fact I checked
Lady
it,
Brackenstall,
it's important.
Could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it. Your ladyship?
Okay. I guess I will open it somehow, because she can't. That's gotta be weird. She's like, what does opening a safe have to do with anything? Okay, so since I don't know that, we'll need to gather some info and see if we can find the clues.
This
Hey,
photograph
what's this?
of Lady Brackenstall and her
2
maid
women.
Teresa was taken at a port. But which one?
Okay. Let's see what's on the backside. Take out the picture. Oh, you want me to do all of them? Okay.
So the
Rock of
lady
Gibraltar,
and her maid came from
1893.
Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
So she is Australian. Why did you steal the picture? Is there a reason you took that? Oh, maybe we have to do research on it later or something. I don't know.
Let us try
Have
to
I checked
open this
everything here?
safe. This safe can be cracked. I only have to pay attention. The dial will vibrate when it is set to the correct number.
So we're just using our safe cracking abilities pretty much then. Okay. Well, I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? I have no idea. I don't know, 1893 maybe? Because I am not, there's no clicking or anything going on. That's probably not even the right answer, but yeah. Or can I reset it? Okay. I think... Hold on. I thought I saw... hold on. Okay, there we go. I just noticed the little things in the center start moving. I was like, how am I supposed to solve this? Oh, hold on. Hold on. That went, huh? There we go. Aha. I thought the controller was going to vibrate. That's what I was looking for. I know this is not how you actually open a safe. There we go. But I thought the controller was going to vibrate, and that's how I'd figure out how to open it, but never mind. I didn't even notice the pins in the middle of the lock.
It is common practice to
All
keep
right.
one's valuables in a safe behind a painting. It should not really pose a challenge for a criminal. Antique coins,
The money's
possibly
still
of
here.
value, but they're scattered without care.
I wonder if someone had opened this earlier and wasn't looking for money, but some specific item. Wait, what? I thought it was something else. Never mind. What's this? Dear Eustace, your current physical and mental state is of great concern. There are several signs of hepatic decompensation. The last time that we met, your eyes were bloodshot and your skin was tinged with yellow. There's a particular odor from your breath that is common in those suffering from liver damage. Ugh, drinking too much. And there are the lung abscesses that we have discussed. The leg cramps you have described to me are caused by an alteration to the nervous system, which in turn is caused by excess alcohol. That includes the tremors. Your liver seems excessively hard at the time of your examination, which is a sign of your involving cirrhosis. There are also signs of ascites, fluid in the peritoneal cavity, which are evident with your swollen stomach. The pain beneath your left rib indicates a pancreatic malady, which may lead to fatal and fulminant pancreatitis. Your condition may pose a risk to others. Your excessive alcohol consumption lowers your self-control and heightens your aggression. And available to help you with the problem, there are a number of treatment options. Yeesh. No wonder that guy was probably drinking. He's probably in so much freaking pain. Let's see, who do I guess I could talk to the lady about that. And then that pulled up her. So we've only got one other person to interview in this whole thing. Either this is a really short case, or see, maybe she has some
Sir
conversation
Eustace's
about
doctor
the
speaks
violence.
of his violent behavior.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me, and all because I dared to stand up to him in defence of my mistress. Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead, but a devil he was, if ever one walked the earth. We met him only 18 months ago. She'd only just arrived in London. Yes, it was her first voyage. She'd never been from home before. Wonder with his title and his money and his false London ways. If she made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was especially hard for her.
Yeah, she married too early. Probably didn't even get to know the guy very well. He probably just like, oh, this guy's
what
hot.
a horrible thing to have happened.
No, she probably didn't think of it like that, but
My mistress is
still.
very tired. Can't you allow her to her room?
Quiet you. Violent behavior. Because she's yeah, no personal life because she's from Australia. What? I don't know. I'm not even doing that. I'm just guessing right now. So, all right. Well, unfortunately, we poked into the poor mistress, her maid, and found something safe. For some reason, we just decided to poke our nose into someone else's business. Oh wait, we're Sherlock Holmes. We're avatars of truth. So, in the next episode of Crimes of Punishment with Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, we'll investigate the body and see if we can find out who truly was the murderer. Is he truly outrageous? Truly, truly outrageous.